What's up, everyone, and welcome to Wednesday's edition of Reptile News. Now, I skipped Monday, and I kind of did it on purpose. I had a long, rough weekend, and I took Monday off. But I am back now Wednesday, and that is the important part. Yeah, so we're going to talk today first and foremost about rattlesnakes not rattling. And I almost thought they were talking about the San Catalina Island rattlesnakes, which is like a whole different reasoning and idea and everything. But no, these are rattlesnakes in the Black Hills. Now, in this video on this news story, and I urge you guys to go watch it, snake expert Terry Phillips says that he's finding more and more snakes with atrophied tailed muscles, meaning degraded, basically tail muscles, who even if they chose, as he says, to rattle, they physically cannot rattle. And because people are going around and killing the ones they're hearing rattle, I mean, 9 times out of 10 when you hear a rattlesnake, it's a warning. It's not like imminent. It's a warning to you to stay back, so you're not like right on top of it when you hear it rattle. So if you pass by a snake and you don't hear it rattle, most of the time people wouldn't know it's there. And that's the problem in this case, is they kill the ones that they hear rattling, and they're leaving the ones that are incapable of rattling to pass on what he's calling this dominant trait to their youngsters when they breed, and basically they're selectively breeding, I guess is the word, the best word to use for it. They're not purposely, but they're accidentally selectively breeding rattlesnakes up there who are incapable of rattling. So really interesting topic, and really important message. Like he says, if you see a rattlesnake, just leave it alone. You'll be fine. It'll be fine. Just leave it alone. And I'm sure the people of the Black Hills that are afraid of any kind of snakes will be very happy when they keep a population of rattling rattlesnakes, because trust me, nobody wants a population of rattlesnakes that can't rattle. And as always, I'm definitely looking forward to see what you guys think about this. We should talk sometime about the San Catalina Island rattlesnakes, because and I got to do a little more research on them first, because it's been so many years. But that's another interesting place that has rattlesnakes that don't rattle. I believe it was San Catalina Island. See, that's why I have to read more about it. So let's get a conversation going in those comments down below on what you think about the rattlesnakes in the Black Hills. And now we're going to move on to Nashville, which I don't know. I guess this was a funny story. It's almost not even worth mentioning, but I really just couldn't help it. So a woman staying in a Nashville hotel room woke up to what this article says, and I'll tell you, the woman doesn't say this in the little interview, but the article says that she woke up with a snake wrapped around her arm. So obviously I was interested, and I had to read this. And but no, she woke up to a snake on her. She flung the snake on the bed, called hotel staff, who promptly arrived and assisted her out of the room and removed the snake. They say it's a garter snake. I'm saying it's a rough green snake. You be the judge by seeing the picture for yourself, but I'm pretty sure I'm right. It's a rough green snake. And the one reason I mentioned the title of this is because rough green snakes are insectivores. They don't constrict. I'm not saying they can't, but the chances of a rough green snake wrapped around this woman's arm are very slim. Being in her hotel room is not a big surprise at all, since rough green snakes come from that part of our country. So anyway, interesting story there. Not much to talk about, like I said, but we're getting to one that's really got me saying, huh. But before we get to that one, we're going to talk about one more story with a title that I hate, and that title is "A Massive Python Snake Just Emerged from the Sewer Grate in Toronto. Photos." And when you first open the page, you see a photo of, right there, a reticulated python, and I'm thinking, wow, reticulated python in Toronto. Yes, that's not right. So they continue to talk about this, and they're talking about how they think they found the owner of the snake when somebody heard about it and called, and they were missing a snake for weeks, and they're arranging them to go and identify the snake and pick it up and all this. And I'm thinking this whole time reading this article, are reticulated pythons legal in Canada or Toronto? And then I get to the picture of the actual snake. Yeah, it's one of those articles, which is why I am done talking about it now. So let's go back. You remember very recently, last week, we talked about all the alligators that are being found, clearly released pets that are being found all over the country. Michigan, specifically Chicago, which is where we're going to go back to. So a man apparently caught a small 3-foot, I believe it was, alligator, and I think it was the same body of water as the bigger one that authorities caught before. And I mean, I don't know. It says that the men say they caught the alligator in the pond, and it says that there is some skepticism to this. And after watching the whole video, I've got to agree. I've got to agree. I am very skeptical now. I'm going to start off by saying I don't know anything about alligators other than they're cool looking and they can eat me. That's what I know about alligators. But I'm watching this video, and I'm watching this man hold this alligator, which he apparently had just captured. The man doesn't know about alligator. He just caught it, fishing line, you know, whatever. He caught it some way. And I'm looking at how he's holding it, and I'm thinking, you know, I've never held an alligator, but I've seen people hold them, and I've seen people hold them just like that. So it's odd that this man who just happened to catch this alligator happened to be holding it the proper way. And then the other guy mentioning how healthy that alligator was. And I thought in my head, how would you know what a healthy alligator looks like? And these men obviously knew quite a bit about the other alligator. But anyway, I just read this story just a few moments ago, and I went outside to get some fresh air before I started recording now, and I got to thinking about it. And I don't know, I don't have any evidence. I'll tell you that right now. I have no evidence at all other than my own mind just pointing fingers, which in this case it might be right. I worry that it might be right. And I just sat out there and thought, well, this guy's holding it right, and this guy knows, he says it looks like a healthy alligator. How's this guy know how to hold it? How do these people know enough about it? And then I thought, oh my God, were they the ones that released the last one? Is this some PR stunt to get 15 minutes of fame in front of the camera by bringing one of their other alligators to the same body of water and calling authorities, claiming that they caught it? Now again, wait, stop right there. Remember, no evidence. But that started running through my head, and I really hope that's not the case. But I'll tell you what, it's so sketchy. Click the link down in the description and go, watch the video. There's the actual video posted that these men posted. You watch it, you let me know what you think in those comments down below. And the comments down below they're open, so we don't need evidence to talk in the comments down below. But yeah, just some sketchy stuff. And I'd like to take just a moment here to tell everybody, if you like what I'm doing here, subscribe. If you are subscribed, or if you're not, either way, hit that bell notification up in the top right corner. That way you get notified of future videos that come out. And that, my friends, is going to be all your news for this Wednesday. If you'd like to read any more about these stories, those links are right down below here in the description. And as always, if you're still watching, my name is Jason White. Now you know what's going on in the reptile world. Be good to each other, and we'll see you Friday.